I hope you're having a good day because we'll be taking a look at LED light panels used for growing plants. One of these cost around $20 and we will be testing it by trying to grow spring onions indoors using only this panel as a source of light. We'll do an unboxing, setting up and preparing of 3 different containers with onions in each of them. One of them will be grown using the natural light from the sun, one of them in the dark with only this LED panel as a source of light, and one in complete darkness without any light. Let's take a look at what it comes with. The light itself, mounting wires for attaching the panel to the ceiling or any other higher surface, a power supply, and of course a manual pamphlet. There's no tinkering that you have to do when it comes to the actual LED panel. You only need to hook it up to the wires and find a place where to hang it. Attach it to electricity and you're good to go. When it comes to the energy consumption, my watt meter showed 8.5 watts, which is not all that much, though officially it states that it should be 25 watts, but I'm not really complaining. If you're not interested in growing plants, you can also use this light for decorative purposes. And in case you're wondering, no, this light doesn't give out any sort of harmful radiation or anything else that could negatively impact your health. Let's get to planting. We have 15 onions of the same kind, and so we will have to split them in 3 different balls with 5 in each of them. We will use special sort of soil which is richer in nutrients just to ensure faster growth and results. Just making sure that all containers have almost exact amount of soil in them to ensure more objective results. Pour equal amount of water on each of them and then some extra soil to cover up the onions. Now we're ready to begin our experiment. Here you can see that the panel also gives out a certain amount of heat which will surely affect the overall growth process of the plants. All the onions already have small sprouts on them, so let's give them some extra water and place each of them in their place. First batch will be placed next to the window for natural sunlight. Second one goes into the bathroom where there are no windows, only this panel to keep them company. We'll turn the LED light on for 16 hours and keep it off for 8 hours a day. And the last batch of onions will go into a dark corner where the only light they'll get will be whenever I decide to turn on the mirror whilst brushing my teeth. 6 days later and we can see that some of the onions which are enjoying the natural sunlight have already begun to grow. Even the ones which are in the dark are showing some promising results. And the ones under the LED light are also growing. 6 more days later and all containers have onions with extremely large scallions, though the ones in the dark have started to bend down. The ones with LED light have gone beyond the original light source. This concludes the end of the growing phase and we will gather to see what we have. The ones with the least scallions are the ones which were held without any sunlight, no real surprises there. Let's cut all the scallions and put them on some sort of scales to see how they did. From left to right, grown without any light, grown in natural sunlight, and finally grown with LED light. The ones grown without light weigh in around 42 grams, natural light brings us 35 grams and LED is around 43 grams. Though quantity isn't all that matters, let's see if there is any significant difference in the taste department. The ones which came from the dark have a very bitter taste to them. The sunlight ones are pretty much what you get and the LED light ones are different. It feels like something is missing, definitely not as good as the sunlight ones, but better than the ones which were grown in pitch darkness. So to answer the clickbait question, yes, you can grow spring onions with artificial LED light and for the most part you will get great results. The taste is slightly different but nothing you'll realize unless you do a straight up taste comparison.